PmRC Gaming, PmRC Gaming, PmRC Gaming, PmRC Gaming, PmRC Gaming, yeah.
Tell me what you want and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not giving up, come on, we got nothing left to lose. I've been here from the start, you know I'm not going anywhere. I don't get it, tell me what you want, you can get it. Tied up, bad vibes, bad luck, been swinging like a boomerang. Dried up, all talk, no bite, now we're coming like a hurricane. Pull the curtain back, everybody wants to get some. A surprise attack, you and me together coming at you like a hurricane. Tell me what you want right now. Ooh, let everybody talk.
Welcome to your franchise staff. Here you find the right coaches to hire for you.
I got Jesus giving money, what you want? I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you less than money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it, I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sequence. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, got a game a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump when it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump when it ain't not fun.
It's week 5 of the National Football League. And
ready to get this game started. Here's Eddie. And here we go from Chicago. And this is... partner, the opening kickoff fails to reach the landing zone, so they're going to have to defend from the 40 to begin this game. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the pistol, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
It's now 3rd and 12.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. something? Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
So here come the Panthers now for their opening drive. Bringing him out, coming off a tough rookie season as the top pick in the 2023 draft is Bryce Young.
If there's such thing as perfection in the NFL for a quarterback, well, he pretty much achieved it last week. QB rating through the roof. No mistakes, 6 touchdowns. Just a phenomenal day. Hard to replicate. But the consistency and the confidence that can come out of that should endure.
In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Hubbard again. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard gain, and things looking a whole lot better now. 3rd and 3 upcoming. They run again with Hubbard. Has the first, but once more, he's past the 45. And they'll finally get him at the 47-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They motion a receiver left. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the pistol, it's Young. Throw complete to Thielen. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff running right, Hubbard. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Hubbard. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Now we've got to pause. Timeout called on the offensive side of the ball. Going for it with Brooks. And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers have a great 1st drive and get the game's 1st points. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their 2nd drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Josie Jewell making that stop. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of 1. 7-0 is our score. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Gonna have have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Let's go. Reload.
Working from the gun, Williams. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Chicago brings out the punting unit. Raheem Blackshear back deep for the Panthers. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. His work begins at the 31. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. The Carolina offense out and ready to go for their second drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Off a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They put a receiver in motion here left. Young on 1st and 10. Bails out of the pocket quick. That's caught. He found some space. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 13-0 lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
Ready? Unlock line.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Williams from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Punt team on the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Punt taken near midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And now it's 2nd down. Young working from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Gets this to Sanders. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. The Panthers with a chance to add to their lead. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Sticking to the air, it's Young. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Panthers stretch their lead to 21.
Bears nothing. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for the Panthers.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up third down.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Torrey Taylor on to punt. And they could really use a good one here. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So we've arrived at halftime, and the Panthers impressive so far. They've got a lead so far on the road. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the visiting Bucks who were able to come in and win one on the road. Baker Mayfield, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. From there, we head up to our nation's capital to check in on the Commanders at home in Landover. And they lead the visiting Browns in that one at halftime. Brian Robinson, a touchdown run in that first half. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. And they trail the visiting Ravens in that one at halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Raheem Blackshear now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out come the Panthers. Their offense has it first here to start quarter number 3. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
This is reeled in by Leggett. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Receiver in motion going left. 2nd and 1. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap now to Young. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They'll motion him out of the backfield. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
Big gain downfield. He has the Carolina touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers grow their lead yet again.
Bears nothing. Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for the Panthers.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bears about set for their next possession. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And 12 at the 22-yard line.
Running behind center with Swift. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He gets them the yard back, but still behind the sticks. Upcoming 3rd and 11. Now Williams. Buys time, rolling, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Their punter making his way out now. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. The return begins on their side of midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Panthers and Xavier Legette with the football once again. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it's going to be Panthers football. To the air on 1st down. Young. He lofts it deep left. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers continue piling onto this lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Bears back out on offense. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Davion Clowney on that stop. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. To throw is Williams. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Jordan Fuller comes up with it. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be second down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Jalen Johnson with the stop.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up fourth down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Marr connects there. And the lead continues to grow and grow. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. And after that last-second score in the third, we'll resume play with a kickoff.
Pinheiro to kick off for the Panthers.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers have to determine how severe this may be. First down throw by Williams. He's on the move. Now he takes it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. 2nd and 3 now. Here's Williams. Getting out to his left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Throwing from the gun. His pass caught by Allen. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. This one misses the tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up. Now here's Williams. Gets out of trouble. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Williams will look to throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Panthers pick this one up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Hey, a normal old stop with 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from him literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous, right? I know on a golf course you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger, he's made it look easy.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hup.
Play action now, Young. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers throwing 6 more on the blowout. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the Panthers continue adding on to that lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And there's a couple of moments we're seeing here that I think he's not going to want to be reminded of after this game. Turnovers have just interrupted his performance in this one. Made it really tough for him and this team to get into and stay in any kind of rhythm. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's complete, Cole Kmet. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10.
That's good for the Chicago Bears.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears trying to do some window dressing. An extra corner into the game for the Panthers. 3rd down. Working from the gun, Williams. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. They're out now, ready to punt it. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. It's fielded at the 14. Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. To the house, touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers are running them out of the building. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers tack on 7 more to their lead.
Pinheiro to kick off for the Panthers.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
Scott on the coverage.
Here we go, Shaq. Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
Williams set to pass. Chased out to his right. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
And the Panthers are there to bring him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
So out now comes the punter. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And if they could play at this level every time out, well, their coaches would be happy as they could be. Total team effort, a dominating victory. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Chicago.
Flip mode. 9-7. Bust a bus. Hot. Check it out. Hit you with no delay into what you saying, yo. Silly with your ice grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You know when to violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, Dylan ain't Julio, he moody, yo. Type of rubber that it with the real shook, scared to death, act, yo. X that, look at yo. Top mistress of the videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the make it